Beloved Creator, beloved Mother, Mother, Father, Giver of life. Beloved Beauty. Here before us, beloved Creator, Mother of all things, Maker. Before us, I thank you. Giving your blessings to each and every one of us with your radiant light, beloved Beauty. Let's all inhale the breath of the sacred light. As in the day of Noah, the element, it's the sacred air. As we inhale all of the essence of the moment, as the beloved Mother is here before us, embracing us, allowing us to become one breath, one circle of light, regardless of where we are, out in the four directions. Beloved Mother, I thank you for all of the mountains around the world. The tallest mountain to the tiniest of little mountains. I thank you for all of the waters, the ocean waters, the salty waters, the river waters, the springs, and the lakes. Beloved Creator, bless us with the sacred waters. Beloved Beauty, thank you for the spirit of the sacred wind that moves and blows all over the four directions, awakening us, reminding us in who we are. Mother, Father, thank you for the spirit of the earth. As we walk upon it, beloved Creator, as we make these choices at this sacred time, where we as human beings are standing before you in this place of unknown, looking towards the right and the left, wondering which direction to go. Send us the knowledge, beloved Mother, so that we can create a better life for us, for all of us humans, our families, our partners, our children, our extended family, our neighbors, our town, our state, our country. Beloved Creator, help us and give us the way so that we can reach the dream. That dream in which we could stand fully with the knowledge that is our inheritance, to know what is going on between the physical and the non-physical. That we could know from the good and the indifferent. That we can experience that. Beloved beauty, thank you for showering us with your beautiful, beautiful blue light. As we stand here before you, inhaling the light, bringing peace within the body and the mind at this very, very moment. As we inhale and feeling the warmth of the blue light moving about our body. And as we exhale, releasing all of the worry, all of the unknown, beloved Creator. I thank you. I thank you in the beautiful way in which you watch over us and remind us to quiet our mind so that we can go into that invisible world. Thank you, beloved beauty, Mother, Father. You are the creator of all things. In the name of the great mystery, beloved Creator, I thank you.
Thank you. Amazing opening prayer on this day. Wow. Yeah.
I wanted to share with the group that when I pray, I clear my mind. I clear everything around me. And I go into that place of where I am even unaware of my breath. And in doing so, I start seeing the light in front of me. And the light has a certain vibration. And the vibration and the light starts to move into images. And sometimes the images are very abstract and they're unrelated to this physical world that we live in. But at this particular moment, when I started with my prayers, and I'm starting to become emotional because I want to share with you the beauty that was created amongst us, because this is a collective experience. It's between all of us tuning in at one time And what I saw was the image of a beloved mother. When I say a beloved mother, it is an image of a female. And she was embracing her heart. She has this beautiful covering on her head, like a veil. And on her head, she is wearing a crown. And her clothing is very simple. It's like a white tunic with a little collar. And she is just beautiful and precious. And so if you can hold that in your heart, that image, throughout the day, you are allowing yourself to be one with the beloved mother. The beloved mother who is the creator of all of the beauty that we see with our physical eyes and when we close our eyes. She has created the physical, the seen, and the unseen. And she is here with us. So I wanted to share that much with everybody.
That's amazing. So important at this time to have the feeling and the visualization. And yeah, I'm like, I don't want to even talk very much. I'm like, I want to keep giving you the stage. But yeah, just echoing that for all of us here and so many people in the comments, like I think can really feel that and appreciate the visualization that we have allies and support, whether we can see them or not. And I often talk about that in the form of our mushrooms, you know, having these allies, but it's so much more than the physical, right? Wellness includes our spiritual and emotional well-being, which is why we're here. And for everyone with us, just to know kind of the setting, I'm just going to explain a few things and then we'll go through maybe about a 20-minute meditation. Does that sound good, grandmother? And then we'll open it up to about 10 minutes of Q&A at the end. But I do want to share, before we all drop too deeply in together, just a couple things. One, yeah, I mentioned earlier, if you weren't there, please find a really comfortable space to sit and feel safe and grounded. And in this wild time, we felt it was so relevant to find our grounding and a sense of peace and ease so that we can show up, right? I see this as a time, you know, I often talk about get your mushroom cacao and refuel so that you can show up fully for yourself, for your family, for your community. And so, you know, as we're sipping on our cacao, right, this sacred bean in Mayan culture, we'll be able to drop into meditation. And then I also want to share that grandmother has generously offered to give a reading. So it's going to be a Mayan chart reading that we'll be giving away to one of you that are here. And so, you know, beyond this, we want to really support and make sure that, we have communication beyond this little session together. I'll also be recording this. Many of you emailed me saying I might have to run. That's totally okay. You can duck out when you need to, and then I will send a recording of this. We'll choose one of you, to get this really special reading. And then, of course, as questions arise or you need anything, please feel free to ask me here in the Q&A. Okay, grandmother, I'll let you take it away.
I want to share with everyone that We use a word in Central America, and the word in Spanish is criaturas. And criaturas are children, like little ones. And criaturas could be anything that flies and walks on the earth. And we are children of the beloved mother. Within our teachings, we are told, when we speak about creation, that it was a grandmother that created the world for the children, for the Mayan children. And so many times when I speak and I say children, I'm speaking about us as humans, as any age. Any of the ages in the 4 cycles of life, between birth until the time that we become great-grandmothers and grandfathers. There is something really beautiful when we start a relationship with the invisible, because what it does is that it affirms us and confirms us that we are not existing just in this physical, mental body, that we also have a body of light. And this light body has the incredible capacity to be all-knowing. And when we are born, regardless of where we were born on the globe, we are told that we are born with the knowledge. And the knowledge belongs to each and every one of us. And so it's a beautiful way to start a relationship with the invisible so that you can communicate with the knowledge that is from the beginning. Every particle of light that we connect to as we are alive, that particle of light has information. And we as humans are made of particles of light. The light body is we're in the midst of this beautiful, beautiful light body. And we could move about at any time. So I want to encourage everybody that, you know, today is like a very, very auspicious day, that this beautiful being of the mother coming to us as a group. And for us to embrace it. And how sweet it is to know that collectively we can do these things. And collectively we could make a change into the right direction for the future generations. And for all of those of us, men and women, that are in their reproductive years, to know that you're doing this for the future of the children. And to embrace it, because it is a very, very powerful time for both men and women, but especially for women, because they will be carrying the babies of the future generations. So unselfishly, we do this for the future. We have been at the crossroads for quite some time. This is something that the elders in Central America, especially the Maya, have been talking about. I heard about it in the 70s. This period in our lifetime. And in the 70s, there was a lot of this talk. So we continue, but now we are on the edge. We are on the edge and in a state of crisis. But what I'm trying to say is look towards the future, look towards the light, look towards what is going to be better. And if we do it together, we shall make a change. When I think about prayer, I think about this personal dialogue between myself and the Creator. And what is my Creator is the relationship that I have formed throughout the years with the Great Mystery. And when I pray, it comes in different forms, different pictures, different colors, different sound. And so if all that we have is the capacity to hum. In Spanish, we call this murmurio. And for a while there, I kept thinking about what's the right translation of this murmurio. Because when we close our eyes and we hum to ourselves, we embrace this like universal love that comes to us individually. And it's a beautiful, beautiful feeling. So, if you feel in a moment of despair and you feel sad, just do this, hum to yourself. Mm. Mm. Perhaps maybe you feel alone and you hum and you love yourself. Mm. Mm. And what happens is that it takes us into a place where we start connecting. And we connect between the heart of the heavens and the heart of the earth. And maybe it's a good time to go into meditation.
Yeah, that would be wonderful. There's a lot of people saying, yeah, what can I do? And, so many people asking for prayers. And I think you said it so perfectly about through all this unknown, I'd love to do it together and then give us the, a practice that we can also go do when we don't, have the honor of sitting with you, that we can have 10, 15 minutes of our day to tap in and have this prayer.
Or even less. And I want to say a little bit about the murmurio. This is a sound that the grandmothers and the mothers would do to quiet the babies. And so we kind of go back into that place. And we are that. We are little babies and little children in front of the beloved mother. And she is always, always like embracing us like this. So let's do our meditation.
Wonderful.
So wherever you are, you can envision a column of light. If you envision the heavens, you can see the column of light coming down into your crown. With every breath that you take, inhaling through your nose, allowing the breath to come through your body, and you feel the light coming down into your crown. And as you breathe in deeper, the more that the light comes down. At the same time, you envision the light of the heart of the earth. And you inhale again, and you feel the warmth and the light of the earth coming through the sole of your feet. And you feel the warmth through your feet, through your left and right ankle, coming up into your legs, coming into your left and right knee. As we continue to inhale and exhale, and we feel the warmth of the light of the heart of the earth moving from the knees into our legs and into the left and right hip. Also, at the same time, allowing our fingertips, our hands, to feel the energy from the earth in our palms, left and right wrist, moving up into our elbows. And at the same time, you could feel the movement of the energy from your hips, from your elbows, going up into your body, your lower back, your abdomen, moving up into your upper arms, coming up into your chest, your left and right shoulder. As you inhale and exhale. Now we concentrate on the light of the crown, and it is coming down the front of your face, the back of your head, the back of your neck, down your chin, into the throat, the upper part of your back, and it is beginning to merge with the energy of the heart of the earth in our chest. And you could see the circles of light moving together from the heart of the heavens and the heart of the earth, embracing your body, clearing your body. As we inhale and exhale, allowing ourselves to totally clear. And when we feel that we are ready and we feel totally clear, then we can allow the energy to expand into a wider circle. And we could send this energy to our loved ones, our partners, husbands or wives. We send it to our children, extended family. Inhaling and exhaling, allowing it to move. Becoming many circles of light. Inhaling, exhaling. Loving ourselves. Sharing our love. Giving our love unconditionally. Becoming a circle of love. Thank you to each and every one here. Thank you. Wiggle your toes and wiggle your hands. And when you are ready, open your eyes.
Thank you. You know that so many people have questions for you. So if everyone's eyes are back open, we'll just start from the top and see if we can answer what we can. So I'll read them to you, Grandmother, and then let's see. Okay. A lot of technical. Is there some place we can find out about the day meanings and elements of the day? I think what you spoke on earlier when we opened. How can someone find that information?
Well, I'd like to share with everybody that there are many organizations, but certainly I would like to get an organization that comes directly from the Mayan nation and that it is translated to give credit to our brothers and sisters in Central America and the Mayan nation. So I will find that out and I will send it to you. For myself, this was part of the teachings that I had to go through in honoring the spirit of my ancestors. And I still have my beloved teacher, Don Alejandro, still physically with us, and he is doing well in Guatemala. Yes.
Wow. Great. Yeah, and we can maybe put that in a follow-up email to everyone. So we'll get back to you there too. So Tuomo has asked, how can one release an energy block? For instance, an energy block around the solar plexus, like this area.
Yeah. The way that that we did the humming, bringing in of the breath, when we release, we have to make an effort and make a different sound release. So that's the best way to do it. When you feel the energy coming through your body, and if it just stops at your solar plexus, you stay, you concentrate on it, and you blow it out, and with a lot of force. And you do it a few times. Of course, be careful not to overdo it because you could become lightheaded, be sensible about when you do a practice, okay? But do it in the best way that you can.
Great. Julie has asked, dear grandmother, I feel blocked and stagnant. My heart, soul, and blood flow seems off. My internal light feels dimmed. Culturally, I have one foot in the States and the other stretching to the South Pacific. Is there a daily habit or a short prayer that you might suggest?
Okay, so I'm going to share with everybody that other than the practice, other than the prayer, you've got to do some kind of practice. Other than the prayer, there's got to be some kind of physical action. So you have to find a way. What is it that you are in tune with? Let's say that you are in tune with the ocean, okay? You go to the ocean and you pray. And the prayer is start a dialogue with the invisible. And you say, you ask for help. I'm going to share with everybody, if you don't ask the invisible, you're not going to get an answer or a result. You have to start this relationship, okay? And so you go into the ocean and you can grab the sand and you can scrub yourself with it, your legs and your arms, okay? You can start grabbing a hold of the water, like in a cup like this, and you talk to the water. And as you are talking, you ask the water to bless you. And you bring the water into the ground and allow the water in a sacred way to fall in your body. And visualize that this heaviness that you have, okay, that it's leaving you. So you have to do this. In other words, if you don't do it, it's not like we're in Central America that you can go to the curandera and she will, put you in a tub with herbs and clear you. Okay, we don't have that here. Even for myself, I don't physically do that because it's an incredible amount of work. So we have to be responsible for what is going on with us. And so the action is to do it. And when you do all of this, what you have learned from this is you learn to empower yourself. And the reason that we are in the mess that we're in is because we have let go of our power. And so we need to empower ourselves. You can do the same thing with the mud. You can make mud and you can mud up your body and have the mud pull everything out, all of the impurities out of your body. So we have to find a way. And it's not about one tradition or another tradition or another tradition, because from the beginning of time, humanity has been, working with these elements. Don't be afraid to get the salt all over your hair, just, scrub your head, scrub every bit of your body. In the old days, my mom used to scrub us with like these brushes that were made out of pig hair. And she would take the brushes and use them with both left and right hand. And she would scrub our bodies up, and if before you knew it, it was like your body was just tingling, You went from this moment of like, to ooh. And so that's what we want to do all the time, So don't be afraid to do it. And don't ask your buddy to help you out. You can do it yourself, Because if I'm standing there next to you, I'm going to say, come on, do it yourself, And so that's a good way. Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, I love that. I recently gave a webinar on Vitalist Practices, which as an herbalist, I think of how can we raise our vital force. And one of the most simple things is instead of using a nice, soft, cushy towel, use a really rough towel, stimulate your vital force. So if you don't have pig hair brush, you can use a really rough towel. And I love that. At yourself in the earth too.
They make them. They make these brushes.
Yeah.
You know where they make them? They make them where they sell like cowboy stuff. Like small brushes. Like, I'm not saying they're brushes for horses, okay? Because I got them myself. But we have them here in New Mexico. These good brushes, and you scrub your feet and everything. It just feels so good. Yeah.
I love that. That's so perfect for this next question. Jasmine is from Los Angeles. She says, I'm so honored to be part of this. And her question for you is, where can she find more resources of your teachings and practices?
Well, you can find them on my site, and you can find them on my Facebook page, and I could send out information for the group.
Perfect. Yeah, we'll include Grandmother's website in the follow-up email and make sure that you all have the information you need. Monica is asking if you could please tell us a little bit more about your ancestry, your past, and what are some ancient exercises that we can use to ground or to commune with spirit.
Well, my goodness.
That's a big question.
It's a big question, but I already did that. One simple communication is the murmurio. I mean, that goes way back to the times of the Neanderthal, okay? I mean, that's pretty ancient. Everybody around the globe does that, okay? Communicating with the invisible, we talked about that. Maybe, you can listen to the beginning of the recording. And what was the last question?
I think you answered it. The first part was, can you tell a little bit more about your past and your ancestry?
Okay, so here's my ancestry. If you ask me, like spiritually, that would take quite a while. But if you're asking me about the Western DNA, okay, my chart shows that I'm 83% Amerindian. And that means that I have the same percentage of Central American, South American, and North American blood. And it also has a percentage of other things meaning like 10% that is like unknown. And then I have a percentage that is like Northern European, like Neanderthal, okay? I have like 2% Neanderthal, which everything else for me was like silly. But when I found out that I had like Neanderthal blood, it was just like it put all of these things together for me, because I love rocks. I have like 40 acres full of rocks. And so it was like, yay, it is.
I love
And
that.
I've never been so happy to know that. So thank you to the Western way of doing this kind of DNA. Going back to Central America, the Mayan nation goes from the tip of the Yucatan Peninsula all the way down into Nicaragua. And I was born on the border, on the mountains of Nicaragua and Honduras. One of the biggest Maya civilization, is right in that corner, that mountain region, which is known as Copan. And I come from the mountainside of Nicaragua, the most northernest part of Nicaragua. I always say I'm Central American because us in Central America have done this, and we've married and we walked and we moved about Central America constantly. My grandmothers and grandfathers from my father's side are from Guatemala. And when I was investigating my ancestral language and ancestral people, I come to find out that they were Quiche Maya. And this goes way back in the 70s. And so I prayed to meet a teacher of that lineage. And that's how I met my teacher.
Thanks. I feel like we could stay for another hour and ask questions, but I think we have time for maybe two more. And one's really short. Terry said, can you please say the word again for the little ones?
The word is criatura.
Criatura.
Criaturas.
Thank you.
And criaturas could be a baby. Criatura could be a baby hummingbird. Criaturas could be a baby kitten, a baby puppy. Criatura is, like I said, whether you fly, whether you swim, okay? Criatura could be a baby whale. And we are criaturas of nature.
Thank you. And Maureen wants to know what the significance is of the color blue, that blue light.
That is so special. And I am going to say thank you to Maureen, because what it is, it brings calmness and peace into our being if we concentrate on that light. And the beloved mother was showering us with that. And some of us have the trickle of the light moving through our bodies. We have to just open ourselves to receive. Don't concentrate on the indifferent. And let me tell you what the indifferent is. When we say, oh, my body feels blocked. Don't concentrate on that. Just concentrate on the beauty of the moment, the beautiful light, what's happening to everybody, and get into that. Because we could spend a lifetime worrying about, I don't see it, I don't feel it, instead of allowing it. And it's there, and we're part of it. Just allow yourself to acknowledge that. Everything that is life, everything that is organic has a light body. So if we think in those terms, if you are breathing, listening, you have this capacity. And certainly we have to get into the memory of things and acknowledge that.
Thank you. There's so many more questions, and I will include information in the follow-up email so that all of these beautiful questions can be answered. I do want to thank you all for being here, and we will choose one of you to receive this Mayan chart reading from Flordemayo. And of course, we're both sipping on mushroom cacao with reishi. It's so important to nourish our bodies. Cheers from the inside out, both with what we're feeding ourselves physically as well as spiritually and energetically and emotionally. And we created a code for all of you to use, Flordemayo 10, so you can get a discount when you check out on our website at sigmatic.com. And I'll let you, grandmother, just thank you so much. And if there's any closing words, I'll let you say thanks and goodbye to everyone here.
Thank you, beloved Creator. Thank you, beloved Mother and Father. Thank you for allowing us to be present here with you as we created this beautiful, beautiful circle of light, a circle of prayer, a circle of wisdom, beloved beauty, a circle of the sacred knowledge, a circle that honors this beautiful, beautiful day. Beloved beauty, thank you for the beautiful triangle of light that I see right now. I am so eternally grateful for the beauty of light that you are showing us. In the name of all of the beauty that is around us, I thank you, beloved Creator. Much blessings to each and every one. Much love and light. Thank you.
Thank you so, so much. I don't want to let you go, but yeah, on behalf of all of us, we had hundreds of people from all over the world, and everyone's just writing in saying so much gratitude. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, so much magic and beauty and light that we all feel. So I'll be in touch with you all in a follow-up email. And thanks, Grandma, again. I hope we see you soon.
Thank you, sweetie. Much love.